Good morning, good morning, good morning from Alesha Brown, the Joy Guru. It has been an awesome 24 hours. I'll spare you the details, but between different clients that are just killing the game. You have a vision and you see where God exceeds your vision, and you see where He opens doors that truly only He could open. Then, just looking at the political campaign, I believe in being actively involved. So there were some things that happened there, as well as just everything going on, having some travel plans to up level and do different things. So I wanted to come to you with this word of encouragement. Looking at some things in life in general, I shared with you some messages earlier this week because I want to prepare you, but I want to prepare you in love. I want you to be able to go in strength. You cannot do it alone. I don't care if you're an entrepreneur. I don't care if we're talking about just the journey of life. It is not meant for you to live alone. And I see so many people that struggle with things, heartbreak and hurt and just all type of situations, and they continue to go it alone. And I want to just share with you this morning because I really know that that is a trick in the enemy. He wants you to let a past hurt or a past um, negative situation have you wrapped up and say, see, that's why I can't trust anybody. And just go in your corner and just operate in a spirit of negativity and get you off course. This is the time, more so than ever, you have to be girded up. You have to be on the battlefield. You have to be intentional and you have to be strategic about your purpose. And one of the best examples of that comes from the Bible in Exodus chapter 18. And I think about it often. And I continue to pray that God will have me follow the guidance to a T, 100%. It was one of those things where Moses' father in law came and he taught. And I'll let you read Exodus chapter 18 for yourself. But I remember how he, kissed him and he said, blessed be the Lord who have delivered you out of the hand of Egyptians, out of the hand of Pharaoh, who have delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, for anything wherein they dealt proudly, he was above them. He was looking at the things that, God had done and the way God had moved, and he knew it was the move of God. And for so many of you, that is true of your life. You see those things you dreamed of. You see how God is moving. You see how he's putting things in practice. But also what you may not see, which is why it's important who is around you. Who do you trust? Who can you really trust? Because sometimes along the way, you find out that person that you were listening to their voice or that person you were sharing with, you will find that, no, they really don't have your back. They might be stabbing you in the back and putting on a facade, but they really don't have your back. Don't let the emotion, don't let the hurt, don't let anything knock you off course. Thank God for revelation and then ask him what he would like you to do. And then you keep moving because you're on a mission. Mission oriented people focus on the mission, the bigger picture. You don't have time to be sidetracked because lives are at stake. But what I love is that Moses' father in law looked at him and he asked of him, what are you doing? As a matter of fact, if you read in verse 14 of Exodus 18, he says, and when Moses' father in law saw all that he did to the people, he said, what is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning until evening? Moses was doing the work of the Lord. He really, he was sold out. He knew what he needed to do, and he was sitting here with all of these people answering to, he was answering to all of these people day in, day out, day in, day out. That's how some of you are with the things that you're doing in life. And he explained what he was doing to his father-in-law. And his father-in-law said it wasn't good. He talked about how he would wear away. So the father-in-law beseeched him to listen to his voice as he gave him counsel. And then God would be with him. And he started counseling him. But one of the things he told him, what? You need other people. You need other people. You need other people. You need other people that can go in your place. You need other people that can help you. I'm putting this in my words. Yes, Sister Kim, he was overwhelmed. He needed other people. And that's why I want to encourage you this morning. Some of you are out there killing it. You're doing it. You're living by purpose. But if we really peel back that layer beyond the smiles, beyond what everybody sees, beyond you on the stage, you are overwhelmed. And I've been there. I know what it's like to counsel clients and, tell them, don't do that. You need to do this and you need to get people and you need to do this. And you're the one that also needs it. Sometimes we can give the best advice because it hits home to us, but we're not always good at following our own advice. So this morning, I would say in this season, I look and I say, God, thank you for the tribe. Because the truth of the matter is, whatever you put your hands to, knowing that God blesses you, knowing that God has called you to do this, that's the first part. You need to know that this is your calling. There's a difference between a hobby or something you're playing with. When something is your calling, when you have been divinely positioned, because that's when things come together. After the heartache, after the exhaustion, after the frustration, when those doors start opening, that's a sign that you are divinely positioned. You cannot be divinely positioned and get to the place that you've worked so hard to get to, but can't finish the race because you're exhausted. That will not work. It simply won't work. And there's no point in feeling, I'll use my example. You're meant to serve the masses. You're meant to serve the masses. You can't serve the masses alone. It takes a team. You need a tribe. And so many people don't think about that. You're still waiting. I'll wait till I get this money or I'll wait till I get this. No, I'm encouraging you this morning to ask God who your tribe is. I understand, yes, for me personally, I have different tribes. When you're talking about friends, those are the people that are proven and true. I don't call everybody a friend. There's a lot of associates. There's new people that come in your life, and sometimes you feel like there's this connection and they remind you of a friend you have. But you know what? You have to ask God for discernment, because a lot of times people will appear to be something, but it's just a counterfeit. But I'm a living witness. If you get the counterfeit, it's okay. God will bring you the realness. He'll bring you who you need. But understand, you need tribes for different things. You need tribes for your friends. You need tribes for your business. You may need tribes spiritually. It's okay to have different tribes. But in this season, what it's not okay to do is have a bunch of leeches. See, y'all really don't want to get me preaching on that this morning. It's not okay to have a bunch of leeches, because if you are a mission focused, purpose oriented individual, the leeches will come. And people are not going to wait till you're a millionaire. People are not going to wait till you're at Oprah status. When they see any good thing, they don't know what you've had to do behind closed doors. They don't know the sacrifice. They just see the beginning of the rewards. There are leeches, and often they come with the disguise of being helpful. They'll come with pleasantries. They'll come with telling you how wonderful you are. Please don't let your ego get you in trouble. Pray in this season to God for discernment. Pray in this season for God to send you the right people so you can complete the mission. Because at the end of the day, that's all there is. I don't know. Some of y'all might get sick of me using the military example, but I think it's one of the best examples to this day. You have to prepare for war. So they have a very strict system of preparation and training. You don't have time to goof off. I'm not saying they don't have time where you relax and you have your own personal time. But when it's a mission focused thing, when you're on that battlefield, you have to be battle ready. When you're on deployment, that's a little bit different when you're off orders. You have to be battle ready. We don't need you sitting there just having a good time when there's an active war going on, and we need you to actually stand your position, be on your post, ready, armed, ready to defend. And you can't do that if you're letting feelings, emotions, scars over here that you haven't dealt with, or someone that comes along and does something that reminds you of something in the past where you've been hurt before. You don't have time for it. So as we end 2017, planning for an awesome anointed year in 2018, I just want to encourage you because I can go on and on, but I try to keep it short because I know you have schedules and things you need to do. As we're trying to do what is our calling, as we're trying to fulfill, as we're trying to impact the lives of people as we were created to do individually, please don't let the distractions get you. Look at your tribe. Look at having tribes for the different areas of your life, especially those that you focus so much time to. And you know what? It's okay. Life is full of adjustments and changes. So if you identify someone that is not a member of your tribe, if you identify that someone's trying to stab you in the back, if you identify that someone's hurting you, please don't allow that to stop you from fulfilling your mission. Thank God for the revelation and ask Him how to move accordingly. Because one of the things I will say before I close, it breaks my heart how people can be so angry and bitter when they're offended. And trust me, I've been there before. But you can't pray. Oh my God, you can't pray for that person. And you get wrapped in hate. No, because if someone causes an offense, and I'll even go to the worst end of that. You can call them all, they're evil, they're this, and they're not. They're in this mindset. They don't know what they're doing. That's even more reason for you to pray. Because one thing none of us can escape is this: you have to suffer consequences for your actions. Some of us are going through things right now because of things we did in the past. And God is graceful and merciful. The things that we go through now that are consequences from other poor decisions we made, especially those without repentance, you know, we're not going through the full brunt of it. Because if God really didn't have mercy and grace, we probably would be suffocated by that thing. But I'm going to say this: please do not let the ugliness and bitterness in this world, even if it's a dagger thrown by someone that you trusted and that was close to you, please don't let that get you off the mission. And please don't let things of this world harden your heart so much. I don't want them to harden your heart at all, but please don't let them harden your heart to the point that you can't pray for people. Because you know what? If that's where you are, you're no better than the person having the offense. The Bible says that men ought to always pray, and that's true. I am encouraging you, know your tribe, have your tribe, establish your tribe, because just like Moses' grandfather did, that is when you will have other people that can see certain things, especially spiritually. Your spiritual tribe is so important because they can see certain things. God will reveal certain things to them about you, and they will caution you. And a lot of times when you see the evilness in this world, those are people that have checked out. They may have someone in their life trying to make them accountable and cautioning them and giving them the word of God. Because that's one thing where God is so graceful. He is not going to let you stay in ignorance. He is going to send warning, and he typically sends it repeatedly. Now, what you do with that warning, you have free will. But I just want you in this season. I'm so, just like with my clients, I am so sold out to you winning. I'm so sold out to you fulfilling your calling. And I see it time and time again, people that get distracted by hurts, especially being a woman. Sometimes we can be some of the nastiest, meanest people on the face of this earth to each other. And, for those of us who are the life carriers, I believe every woman is a life carrier. There's a reason. Even physically, you are not able to produce a child. There's a reason you were born with the womb. God gave women that awesome privilege to carry life. But too many of us, through our words, actions, and deeds, we destroy life. We speak so much negativity into other people. And then a lot of times we do that. Maybe we don't initiate it, but we continue to carry trash and garbage. We take hurt that we've received and we dump that on other people based on our treatment of them. And then when they come to us with evilness, we trade evil for evil. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, again, in this season, know your tribe. Where's your tribe? Get your tribe, man. You know what? If you say, I really don't have people like that to back me up, business wise, I don't have that. Friendship wise, I don't have that. That's okay. You know where you are. Pray to God for it. He will give you everything you need, because that's a beautiful thing about when you walk in faith. God already has a plan and He always gives us what we need. But I'm just encouraging you in this season, please know your tribe. Because in the hard times, and there will be hard times when you're fulfilling a calling is not for the faint at heart. But you know what? When you're called by Him, you really don't have a choice, because giving up is not the option. Giving up to me is like a cancer. It eats every good thing within your soul and makes you sick. So you don't have the option to give up. Pray to God for assistance. In your spare time, please review Exodus 18. There's so much information in that. Thank you, Sister Vanessa. Yes, I'm glad it was beneficial. That's what I'm here for the empowerment piece. That is what I'm here for. I'm going to close out with this. Y'all know the way to contact me is at thejoyguru.net in this group. Love your comments. Would love to help you, have programs to help you. But this morning, just go in peace. Go in peace, be encouraged, and let nothing throw you off the mission. Bye bye for now.